more than one egg, I would just add a number before the word egg, like 12 egg, please. From that day on, I told myself, I need to promote learning Chinese because it's much easier than English. How and why it's easier to learn Chinese? I have 4 reasons. First, Chinese words don't confuse you. They only have one form. In Chinese, you don't have to worry about adding s, ed, ing after words when it's in different situations. All Chinese words only have one form. So you will never have the embarrassing moment like I had with egg or eggs. In Chinese, egg is egg, bird is a bird. 1, 2, 3 bird is still written and said as bird. Second, Chinese means what it says. Unlike Chinese, English sometimes doesn't mean what it says. When I worked in the bank 12 years ago, a guy came into the bank to cash his paycheck every Friday morning right after we opened the door. I knew he worked at the graveyard because he had told me several times, this graveyard shift is killing me. After I heard that, I told myself, no wonder he looks so pale. He must be surrounded by ghosts in the graveyard. Later, I found out this usage of graveyard didn't mean that kind of graveyard that I understood. The same thing happened to one of my other Chinese friends. She worked in the restaurant as a waitress. One day, a group of customers all sat in one table. In the end of their meal, they gave her 2 credit cards and asked her, can we go 50 and 50? My friend looked at the bill. The total is $108. She asked, how about that remaining $8? You English speakers, why do you say things you don't mean? When I speak Chinese, this will never happen. If I work at night, I will say I work at night. 我上夜班. I would not be fooling around and telling people the graveyard thing. Also, English speakers, please do your math. $108 cannot be split at 50 and 50. Third, you may think Chinese characters are weird. They are squares, not alphabets. But I have to tell you now, this is just the beauty of Chinese. And when learning Chinese, you have never worry about spelling. Chinese doesn't have the spelling bee kind of competition to see if a kid can remember a word as long as a choo-choo train. Chinese words are like pictures. Say here, sun, moon, fire. If you can learn a word through looking at the pictures, why would you want to hold a dictionary and try to memorize how to spell it? Last but not least, if you know how to speak English, you will know how to speak Chinese. Say, what is this? Wall, and here is your eye, and here, ni. 我爱你. Please repeat after me. 我爱你. I love you. You have just learned your first Chinese phrase. So next time when you think about learning another language, learn Chinese because it's much, much easier than English, your native language.